What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Well, the social experiment with to mask or not to mask is, I think, what I had titled the video. Yeah, I put that video up, and first I want to thank the people that were in the mall for taking part in the social experiment. And I also want to thank you, the viewers, for taking part also in the social experiment, because it didn't end with the video. And that was my whole point, was the video that I made about to mask or not to mask. I spread the information out from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. So you would have had to have watched the whole video. So not only did the social experiment include people with the mask out there in the public and how they would react to a shirt that basically would tell them what was going on, but the second part of it was also to see who would actually watch the whole video, get all the information before commenting. And without fail, of course, and I get it, people don't want to watch entire videos, but my thing is having a discussion about a topic that you really don't know about. You kind of got a little bit of the gist, and then you just run around and play devil's advocate and start shooting your mouth off about what you feel and what you think, but you didn't realize the things you're talking about were actually in the video already. And what you did was skip the pieces of the video that actually had it in it to have a discussion about something that you don't even know what you're talking about, which was the whole point. It was how many people will see a headline on there, oh, this guy's not wearing a mask, he's still not wearing a mask, you didn't watch the video. Another individual was like, well, I have asthma too. Did you watch the video? Because I addressed the different types of asthma, including a friend of mine that winds up in the hospital like that with her asthma. So just because you don't have the type of asthma, my wife brought it up, we addressed it. Like all these things were addressed in the video that people were arguing about. And, you know, one individual was like, you know, well, Jerry, you should, you know, your lungs, you should, and your asthma, you should be even more scared. You should definitely be wearing it. Did you watch the video where I said the doctor actually said not to wear it? Because of the fact that, pay attention. Now I have to put this out there because people can't think critically. I have been 5.5 months without coronavirus, knock on wood. My wife is elbow, face, and knee deep in COVID every day. I have been exposed more to COVID than any of you watching this video, from her being exposed directly every day, hundreds of people, okay? Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. There is more of a chance getting COVID, being in that hospital where hundreds of people are, than being outside around people or social distancing without a mask. Much more of a chance. PPE works, obviously, because my wife has not contracted the virus, has not brought it home to me, and they are literally dealing with these people, including getting their blood on them every day. Okay? The hospital, we know for a fact, 100% has more cases of COVID, for a fact that we know, than where I'm going to go today. Because we don't know who has it, if anyone has it. So there's 100% fact that COVID is in the hospital. Where do you want to avoid? They told people, if you're having symptoms, don't come to the hospital. If you have a broken finger, don't come to the hospital. They told everybody, call before you go to the hospital to see if it's necessary that you have to come in, because you're putting yourself in extreme risk by coming to the hospital with something that you could deal with at home. Do not come to the hospital. They don't allow friends and loved ones still in the hospital. So if you had a heart attack, you're in the hospital, nobody's going there with you. Still to this day, because the hospital is the most dangerous place for COVID, hands down, period. Now, trying to avoid being in the hospital for all of us, for any of us, with asthma, without asthma, is key to increasing your odds of not getting coronavirus and having the whole thing fuck you up like has been happening. Okay? The whole thing is to stay out of the hospital, right? When I put the mask on, and again, people, you know, Jared, you were wearing it before. That's the problem. And again, people are arguing about things they don't know about. I bought a bunch of masks. I even made a video about all the fucking cool masks that I bought. I was excited to wear them because it is part of the sneakerhead community. I passed out, well, I came close to passing out at Whole Foods by having the mask on my face for longer than a few minutes, because I had never had a mask on my face for longer than a few minutes. 15 minutes into the fucking, the shopping at Whole Foods, and my inhaler, I'd already used it that morning. I couldn't breathe. I had to take the mask off in the store and start slowing my breathing down. So if anybody's had asthma, as you start to have an asthma attack, your heart rate goes up. As your heart rate goes up, it makes it worse. So you have to control your heart rate as fast as possible. Now, when you get your inhaler, if your rescue inhaler is going to work, you hit that, you can breathe again, your heart rate comes down because you're feeling better. If your rescue inhaler is not going to work, meaning you took it 2 hours ago, you take it again, it's not going to work. The medicine's already in there. It's going to take another 6 or 7 hours before you can take another dose. And by the way, I used to use ephedrine. I don't know if any of you remember that, but I used to take ephedrine religiously and even had a prescription for ephedrine before. But what happens, being on ephedrine for a long enough period of time, it made my anxiety go up. It worked well with asthma. My anxiety was so high that I couldn't take it anymore. The Ventolin doesn't do the same thing. The albuterol doesn't do the same thing. So there's a lot more that's going into this. Even if you have asthma, you may not have what I have. It's a different type of asthma. There are many people that can put a cloth on their face. They're fine. There are other people, when they put it on there, they have a reaction to it. Had I not had that reaction on Whole Foods, today you would see me wearing the mask to be safe. Today you would see me wearing the mask because I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. I'm sorry. I know people, like, again, the whole idea for that video was people passing judgment on people for not wearing a mask, not knowing the full extent of what's going on. And then the people watching the video pass judgment, not knowing the full extent of what's going on. The whole point is exactly the way you reacted is exactly what I was getting at. And the best part of it all is the people that were actually next to me in real life, right? They understood. They thought it was a good idea what I was doing. They apologized to me because I'm not as safe as they are without a mask. The people that in real life understood what was going on, people online that don't understand any of it, that haven't watched the whole video, don't even know what the fuck is going on, make up shit in their fucking heads and have an argument with themselves about something that's not even real. That comment section lit up with shit that wasn't even fucking real or valid. And I'm like, that's the other part of the experiment. Will you take the time to learn from beginning to end the whole situation before you move on and start trying to interact and have a conversation about it? No, you won't. So how many things out there in life, right? Because the masks and living in the COVID, that's important stuff. How many things out there in life, whether it's diet, training, anything, do you not know the whole situation, but you're talking out of your fucking ass about shit you don't even understand or even don't even comprehend, giving advice and your opinions about something that you're way off base because you didn't even take the time to understand what you're going to talk about. That's the whole point. Right now, we got time. Right now, you have time. One guy, I'm not going to give him the view. You clicked on it to fucking, you clicked on it to type. That gives me the view. Like, what the fuck? You think I do this shit for views? Like, like, I can't wrap my head around what the fuck goes through people's heads. And now I'm like, how many of you actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about any topic out there because you've never sat down and taken the time to actually learn about what you're talking about. You've grazed through it, memorized a few things, got a few keywords, and you go out there and have a conversation. How much bad information is being pushed around the world by people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they've never learned the topic that they want to talk about? It's fucking scary. And it proved my point. It fucking proved it glaringly obvious, and I didn't even have to fucking do anything. All I had to do was put the fucking video up, and people did what they do. They do the dumb shit that they do and out themselves. That was the whole point. And again, I want to hammer home, like, you guys think I'm stupid. And the people commenting think I'm stupid. Jerry's dumb. Because I have a certain way that I talk, my demeanor, my presentation, how I am, does not make me dumb. It does not mean I don't think deeper. I got many people to do exactly what they do by putting out content that I knew would get that result. I was able to manipulate people into fucking doing what I knew they wanted to do and they were just waiting to do by putting out a video. How fucked up is that? So you, like, I'm trying to show you guys, you're not getting it. People out there are trying to manipulate people into wearing masks, okay? When sometimes they shouldn't because they have a doctor's order not to do that. But they still try to manipulate them into doing it. Well, Jerry, people can't be manipulated. They're their own person. I just got people to do what I knew they were going to do by posting a video. Like, all of it is manipulation. You're not fucking getting it. People are being manipulated left and right, and people are showing their true selves left and fucking right. You're not even paying attention to what's happening. And I know this is deep for some of you. I know some of you that watch this channel, I'm sorry, you're not deep people. You're not. There are some people on here that are so fucking deep, that think so critically, and they're scared to post things because they don't want to have their asses chewed out by the people that are just acting like they're fucking 10 years old, still in science class in high school, throwing fucking spitballs and shit at you. They don't want to deal with it. But here's the reality. I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit. If you're only coming here to try to argue with me, you're going to out yourself and shit. That's going to make you look bad because we're not even having a conversation. I'm putting something out. You're talking about something that didn't even fucking happen, isn't going to happen, isn't even real. So what the fuck are you doing in the first place, even fucking commenting on something that you don't even know about? But then they'll tell me, Jerry, stay in your lane. You shouldn't talk about that. Keep it with the bodybuilding. But you're on here. The same people telling me to stay in my lane don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about because they can't take 20 minutes to watch an entire video. Why click on there and have a conversation about something when you don't even know the whole thing or the truth? It's so confusing to me. And I know I'll never understand because my brain doesn't work that way. Or maybe it did. You know what? My brain did work that way when I was younger. When I just wanted to be right about things all the time. When I wanted to put people down. When I wanted to be I wanted to be the one that fucking people looked at as an authority. I think when I was younger, I understood where you guys are coming from. But sooner or later, as you age and you gain wisdom, you realize that you don't fucking know all the shit you think you do. You're not as smart as you think you are. I'm definitely not as smart as I thought I was. Do I try to be better every day? Yes. Is it an ongoing thing where as you're evolving? Yes. But the bottom line is, guys, if I was able to do this to you guys so easily without really putting any effort into it, what do you think is happening for people that really want to manipulate you and control you with these fucking videos, TV shows, commercials, whatever? You don't think you're being manipulated? Think again. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStrength.com is a blog. It's a Think Again bicep. This is real, and we are out.